The piece I just played for you is called Listen, or The Swan, created by Camille St. Jean's. It is best known to be played as a cello solo. This piece is my personal favorite because its smooth, calming tones remind me of coming home from a stressful day at school and laying down on my soft pillows and blankets. My fingers moving up and down the fingerboard makes me feel at peace. It makes me feel one with the cello. It makes me feel like I'm floating on clouds. Playing the cello also helps me express my feelings. For example, when I'm angry, you would hear me play like this. When I'm sad, you would hear me play much slower, like this. And when I'm happy, you would hear me play like this. I was in 5th grade when I first picked up the cello, and from there was no mistaking that I found my passion. It wasn't that deep sound that made me fall in love with the cello, but rather my complete admiration for a Chinese-American cellist, Yo-Yo Ma. I remember growing up watching him perform on YouTube in the Carnegie Hall stage, creating some of the most beautiful sounds on the cello. And like him, I was encouraged and determined to play on that stage. After years of dreaming to perform on one of the most prestigious places to play, my high school orchestra was invited to play on the Carnegie Hall stage just 2 years ago. Stepping onto that stage was magnificent. The high ceilings, the red cushion chairs reaching up to 5 stories high. It was amazing to see. The only thing missing, well, of course, was Yo-Yo Ma himself. But other than that, it was a dream. Ultimately, I went from playing in my middle school's orchestra to my high school's orchestra. And like many of us know or remember, the transition from middle school to high school can be extremely stressful. As the workload starts to get more difficult, it can be hard for a teenager. I remember my transition from middle school to high school. It was extremely stressful, and other things factored into my extreme stress and anxiety. Being the second oldest of 7 siblings and living in a house full of 9 people, being able to concentrate and focus on my homework and studying can be completely impossible. On top of all the loud noises that are going on in my house, I would just play the cello, and of course to distract my little siblings from watching TV. But when I go back to doing my homework, I feel more focused, and I'm able to retain some of the information that I learned throughout the school day. Well, of course, many people's passions do not just consist of a musical instrument. It can be as simple as cooking, singing, or dancing. But if you're doing something you love and are passionate about, it can help push some of those mental boundaries that you're going through in your life. Many people that I've talked to said that doing something that they're passionate about helps them with their stress and anxiety on a daily basis. No matter where life takes me, the cello is always going to be there. I challenge you to find your passion and see how much power you have with it. Find your passion, apply it, and stick with it. Thank you.